In this video, you are going to learn how to take storytelling and turn it into an effective cold calling script. Hi, my name is Andy Neary, founder and CEO of Complete Game Consulting, where we are on a mission to help 25,000 insurance producers sell their first $250,000 of insurance. And in this video, you're going to learn how to become a better storyteller so you can become an effective cold caller. Now, before we dive into today's video, I am going to ask you to go down and hit the subscribe button so you can make sure you get all of our videos when they first pop. But in this specific video, I am sharing a clip from one of our most popular workshops we have ever run, how to build an effective cold calling script. You see, cold calling is something most insurance producers struggle with. Therefore, they avoid it. When they pick up the phone, they don't know what to say. They don't know when to say it. I know that's where I was. I was possibly the worst cold caller in the insurance industry 20 years ago. However, when I learned how to use storytelling, how to tell my prospect's story in cold calls, it made me more effective, and I actually enjoyed the process. So tune in to today's clip. I hope you enjoy. Get out a pen, a piece of paper, take a lot of notes. By the time this 9-minute video is done, you're going to have your own effective cold calling script you can go out with and be more effective on the phone. All right, enjoy. Let's tune in. Here is what storytelling looks like right here. Every story has a hero, a character, your prospect, who has a goal. But they have come upon a problem that's keeping them from their goal. Therefore, they need a guide who's got a plan, your process, that helps them avoid failure and achieve success. This is storytelling 2,000 years old right here. I just ruined every movie you'll ever watch from here on out, or every book you'll ever read, because they're nothing but repeating story loops. That's all they are. Think about every movie, how it starts out in the first 10 minutes. The main characters, life looks great, and in a matter of minutes, they encumber a big problem. If they made a movie about everything going right all the time, it would be the most boring movie you've ever watched. That's why we have to constantly encounter problems, because we've got to find that guide who's got the plan to fix them. You are the guide to your prospects to help them fix their problem. Now, a very key point right here, if you can see what I'm circling, between the has a problem and needs a guide. This is a very important part of our messaging in the insurance industry. I think we all need to understand. Most of your prospects do not know what their problem is today. Write this down. This is a phrase I want you guys to remember. Prospects will take action when their need for a solution exceeds their desire for comfort. Prospects will take action when their need for a solution exceeds their desire for comfort. We live in a world, insurance, especially for my benefit folks, your prospects often don't know what their problem is. And one of your main jobs, that's why they're living in comfort. You think it's pain because you're like, how in the world can you do this? It's comfort for them. That's all they know. This is the empathy part, right? The guide has to have empathy. This is all they know. But if you can help them realize that where they are today is discomfort, and you can show them a solution that exceeds their desire for comfort, they will start taking action. But using this story framework, guys, is what changed my cold calling forever. When I started leveraging this, and I'm about to show you an example of a cold call script I used to use, I became so much more effective instead of the guy who would pick up the phone without confidence, lacking confidence, not quite sure what I'm trying to sell them. And the second they threw an objection at me, I was like, okay, sorry. Now, before I show you the script, how we turn all this work into a script, let's summarize what we've just accomplished. Number one, I hope you know who your favorite client is. 2, I hope you know what they look like and why they are your favorite. I hope you have some clarity on demographically, psychographically, why are these people I love working with? 3, I hope you have clarity on the problem you love solving. I hope there's something out there that puts fire in your belly. 4, I hope you have a process that you can repeat that consistently creates wins. If you don't have a name for it right now, no harm, no foul, but come up with a name. It's going to help. And I hope you know what your clients' futures look like when they work with you. Clarity on those questions, gang, is going to make you a more effective salesperson. And I want to go back to something I said at the beginning. When you have confidence in what you sell, that process, when you are confident, trust me, you're going to jump on the call a heck of a lot more confident. And your prospects are going to feel that energy. If you don't like what you sell, it is very hard to win these days because your prospects can feel it. I'll give you a real life example. I have clients right now who are dealing with teams that are overworked and understaffed. They're afraid to sell right now because they don't want to overwhelm their team. If I'm jumping on the phone with that energy, I'm not selling anything. I'm not booking appointments. But when you're confident in what you sell, everything changes. So that's the place to start. But now with this story framework, here is an example of what a script might look like that I used to use. So when I had this story framework built out, where everything changed for me now is I was able to jump on the phone and say something like this. I work with CFOs in Milwaukee who are frustrated because they want their health insurance. They watch their health insurance costs go up every year, and they feel like they don't have an answer. Their only solution has been to increase deductibles and premium contributions, which isn't helping their employees. I have a program called Empowered Health that teaches CFOs how to control their health insurance costs without sacrificing the benefits. If you have 20 minutes, I'd love to show you what your peers are doing to leverage the program to control their costs without having to increase deductibles or premiums. What did I just do? This is my prospect story. Yes, I used the words I and my, but I just told the prospect story. Now, let me dissect this for you guys for a second. I work with CFOs in Milwaukee, demographics, who are frustrated, internal problem, because they watch their health insurance costs go up every year, external problem, and they feel like they don't have an answer, internal problem. Their only solution has been to increase deductibles and premium contributions. That's actually an example of failure. That's what their life looks like today. I have a program called Empowered Health Process that teaches CFOs how to control their health insurance costs without sacrificing benefits. That's part of the process, the plan. If you have 20 minutes, I'd like to show you how what your peers are doing to leverage the program to control their costs without having to increase deductibles and premiums. Result, control costs without having to increase deductibles or premiums. That's a successful result. Now, notice what I added in there. I'd like to show you what your peers are doing. That CFO, that HR director might want to know what their peers are doing. When I started leveraging this script right here, everything changed. Because I was picking up the phone more confident now. I had a script that could repeat every time. And I'd get on that phone and I'd get the gatekeeper. She'd say, he or she would say, may I ask who's calling? And I'd say, yes, Andy Neary with Voc and Bell. I didn't try to hide. I didn't try to beat around the bush. I get John on the phone. I say, hey, John, is now a good time to be calling? John's going to say one or two things. One, no. I'd say, okay. Either is there a better time to call, or do you mind if I shoot you an email? Okay. By the way, if I shot him an email, guess what I'm shooting him? This right here. But if he said, yes, what do you got? Or, yeah, what's up? I went right into this right here. Hey, John, I work with CFOs in Milwaukee, and I would just repeat the script. And where this became more effective for me is now I was telling their story. I was telling them what's in it for them. And I became a much more effective cold call. Like I said, guys, I was not a 10 out of 10. I wasn't. There are people who have the gift. They are born with the gift to cold call and sell ketchup popsicles to women with white gloves. Not me. This just made me more effective, but I'll tell you guys, what really made it better is I actually wasn't afraid to pick up the phone. I kind of enjoyed it.